Hi, I'm James Hartigan and he's Joe Stapleton.
Hi, my babies.
Surely you have standout memories of the rivalry between Tony G and Phil Hellmuth.
Oh, you lied.
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil. Get a tandem bike and get the hell out of here.
This might be the only time in poker history that I've ever felt a degree of sympathy towards Phil Hellmuth.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to be the worst character, and as you said, James, spoiler alert, it's Tony G.
Buddy, what do you have? I'm thinking about calling you with ace high. You like that?
Call or fold, I really think Phil probably should have made his decision by now.
It's unbelievable, and he doesn't even want to make a decision.
Tony's attitude toward Phil seems to have gone from playful to straight up annoyed.
Could be, you know.
So you potted it before the flop.
Here we go again.
It's just ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
I mean, just make a decision, you know? Like, there's other people in the game, too. You're a professional player playing against a loose cannon. I mean...
now I'm trying to make a decision for 43,000. Can you just shut the up? Call
Are you a
floor
professional
man.
player?
Call floor man.
You're insulting everyone. I mean, we're here, we want to play, too.
Personally, I'm enjoying the
I'm right in the middle of making a big decision right now, and he's completely out of line here. So I
think he's completely out of line because he's been taking forever to make a decision against an amateur player coming in here as the best player in the world, taking 15 minutes to make a decision.
I haven't taken 15 minutes. You want to bet on that?
Well, you will.
You're
that's
so
why
out
I'm
of line.
talking
You know,
about it.
your etiquette's horrible. Stay out of this.
Gentlemen,
stay out.
Okay.
Please.
Make a decision.
Yeah, let's hear your ruling.
We're going to put you on the clock right now. You got a minute and 10 seconds.
That's your ruling?
Right. You're going to let him make his play.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Tony.
Story checks out.
Obviously, I think ace high is good right now, okay? I mean, or I wouldn't be studying. I'm not putting it in to draw. He's running out of time.
Let's see if Phil is really willing to pull the trigger.
You got a pair?
Look, Phil, he's a father of three. Russ is used to tuning out obnoxious noise. Antonio doing the seventh inning stretch.
Why check the flop and then move in on the turn? It's got to be a bluff. If you were going to bluff, why not bluff the flop?
Phil folds. And those are tears of joy.
If you're bluffing, I highly recommend showing. If you're bluffing, I highly recommend
King
showing.
Queen with the one club?
He might have had Jack 9 or Queen 9.
You'll see the steam coming up.
Phil Hellmuth started off the week well and was off to an early lead, and the fact that it's all slipped away has got him tilting worse than a pinball machine on the Titanic.
I do love you, though, Phil.
I can see that. There's a lot of love between you and
No,
Phil.
I really do love him. I mean,
Are you
honestly.
guys going to dinner tonight?
I would love to go to dinner.
Why, so you can berate him over what he orders? Who orders a burger? Bubba Gump, Phil.
Phil calls. Antonio's in.
See, that's why he's even calling. He's not even raising anymore.
King, queen for Tony.
I'll raise it.
Raises to 1900.
Just to build a pot for Phil.
Phil calls.
Limp calling wasn't so bad there. Phil's got the right odds.
Antonio's out, so 2 to the flop. These good chums. Jack 8 king. Top pair for Tony. He bets 3,500. Phil raises to 10,000.
Ill-timed steam bet.
Only about 29 left.
All right.
Tony re-raises all in.
You got me. In the bin.
And Phil folds.
You can choose one card if you want. This is brutal, Phil.
I choose this one.
You want it? No, let Phil decide. Let him choose.
Phil doesn't care.
This is a brutal one.
All right, let's go. Next
All right,
one.
let's go. Don't abuse the guy. It's ridiculous.
I love when Tony G says, don't abuse him.
Tony, I will say this about you. You're really, really good at like waiting until someone loses a big pot and then just rubbing it in.
Thank you.
I think that's like
You gotta be good at something.
You like to kick people when they're down is what you like to do.
I don't want to kick people. This is just a game, Phil.
There's about 10% of the audience that's watching loves to see you kick me when I'm down. And about 20%
I'll bet it's over 10.
Okay, let's say that 30% loves it.
Okay.
And then there's about 30% that hates it. And then 40% thinks it's kind of entertaining, but they lose a little respect for you.
I think your numbers are off.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that breakdown.
I think 90% enjoy watching it, and a significant amount agree with you that the last part that you said is probably true as well. But all in all, everybody enjoys watching it. I'm enjoying listening to it.
Most important,
right
Phil, I absolutely enjoy doing it to you. That's what's important, isn't it?
See, that I appreciate.
Phil Hellmuth, ace-jack. A lot of money out there already, and it's unopened.
All right, I opened for the pot.
Pots it.
And you looked, right?
Well, I think I looked.
66.
Allegedly, I looked.
Tony.
I'm all in.
Pot limit, brah.
Without looking?
Without looking.
Pretty sure he looked.
Well, you can't be all in.
66.
Tony repots it with ace-king.
All right. You slow down. You slow down a bit. You got to save the rest?
Not if he believes you haven't looked.
Hellmuth now facing a raise and an angle shot.
It's hard to believe that you always have a hand against me.
Look, you could see the flop and get rid of it as well. Right? You could play good.
Without looking too?
I'm not looking. I haven't looked. I don't care. I know it's a random hand, and I got a random hand.
Wow, all that talking makes me think he's strong. I was for sure going to call before that.
15 on top, Tony.
He's saying he hasn't looked though.
He most certainly looked. Did no one see him?
He's saying you didn't look?
Yeah, you wouldn't lie, Tony, would you?
I wouldn't lie. You can
There you
check
go.
my hand if you want. You can tell him the truth.
You didn't look
I
at
haven't
either
looked.
card.
I haven't looked.
You promise?
Ask Joe. I mean, I haven't
I
looked.
can't say anything, but
I'm not going to look.
that's between you and Phil.
Says he hasn't looked. He hasn't looked.
I didn't
Do
see
you
it.
believe him? Yeah. He said he hasn't looked. Only Joe looked.
Did you look at your cards at all? I mean, it's...
Look, the people at home know I haven't looked. Joe's looked
well,
at my
if
hand.
you haven't looked, it's kind of an easy decision for me here.
We can run it 10 times as well.
Well, if you haven't looked, I guess I'll just move in.
All right.
Phil ships and Tony calls.
All right, you're close. You're up there.
Oh, you lied.
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil. What do you think this is?
That's messed up.
So messed up.
Wow.
What do you think, I'm blind? How many times do you want to run
Well,
it?
I asked you if you had looked or not.
Do you want to run it how many times?
I'll let you choose, Tony.
Three
I
times.
I
Three
always
times.
lose, so. You kind of deserve to lose the first
I
one.
do deserve. I hope you win one.
Why would you lie? I mean, no, let's consider totally not uncool, man. I mean, it's not right.
I feel it's just a game.
That's etiquette, though. I mean, you don't
Phil,
say
what
you were
happens
blind
on
when
this
you were blind.
table in play is just a game. We tell whatever we want.
So
When do you
all
tell
the
the
rules
truth?
of poker are just thrown out the window
Well,
for you.
call the floorman. If you think my hand might be dead, then.
That's horrible etiquette to say you didn't look at your hand, and you know, it's bad, really bad etiquette. But
What do you think? I'm a kid, Phil.
we're talking about etiquette.
I'm
so
a poker
you're
player.
the kind of guy that goes to the golf course, and when someone's playing you a big money match, you scream in the middle of their backswing.
You think that's the same thing?
Yes, I
don't
know
think
it's
that's
the same
thing. I don't
Listen,
think so.
if you pulled all the
We're
top
talking
players,
about the
you'd get
strength
crushed.
of our hand, and I'm selling
Let's just
you.
bet
hang on.
100,000 if we pull the top 20 players. We'll ask about your etiquette, or maybe we'll bet a
I
quarter
can
million.
bet on myself, and I can be
Why don't
very
you just
happy
bet
with my
me?
own.
You know it's bad etiquette.
Phil, this is a
You
poker
know
TV
it's
show.
bad etiquette.
This is a poker TV show.
Well, don't argue with me then.
You
Don't
come
try
in
to
as
make
the best
excuses
player in
and
the world,
lie.
taking me on. You
No,
come in my
don't
house,
lie.
and I'm destroying you.
You
in
know it's
every
bad
part
etiquette.
of the game.
You don't say you haven't looked at your cards when you haven't looked at your cards. You don't do that.
Okay, well
It's
then
like
I'm
a
wrong.
rule of poker. It's like it's
Well, why'd you call?
horrible etiquette. Because I thought you hadn't looked at your cards.
Come on, Phil.
Well, if you want 25,000 this bad, you can have it.
You have to
How
pay
many times
attention
are we
to the
dealing?
game, Phil. If you're a professional player, you would pay attention to me looking at my hand. Will
Tony,
not
look,
you pay
if this is
attention?
the way you want to win, you can win this
I
way.
haven't done anything illegal. I looked at my hand. Everyone saw
No,
it.
when
that
you
paid
flop
attention.
straights and you say I have a flush draw.
All right, you're a
ha, ha, ha,
policeman. Could you
that's-
make a comment? We're doing it 3
Okay,
times.
how many times? 3 times?
3 times. I admit that my
You deserve to
etiquette
lose the
is
first
terrible.
one again.
I do.
So you know, for that.
Karmically, he deserves to lose all 3. What a villain. I drink your milkshake.
So they're going to run it 3 times with the winner of each run taking a third of the pot. Flop. King 9 tray.
Tony pairs his king, Phil drawing nearly dead.
How happy are you now that it's not running once? If you ran it 11 times, you know you'd win like 4.
Phil taking the high road.
I'm gonna run 11 times.
I drink it up.
Turns a jack.
That's bad for me. I need that jack on the next round.
Yeah.
That's really bad
Well,
for me.
unless you get one now.
Yeah, unless I
Means
get
you
one
won't
now.
get any more. Win any more.
Terrible card for Phil. One less jack he can hit on the next run.
Give him the jack.
River, ace of diamonds.
That's kind of fair. Let's even out the deck a bit.
All right, so that's one down for Tony G.
Daniel Negreanu is our first alternate. He'll take Phil's seat if he busts and decides not to reload.
Phil's been felted 4 times on this show, only reloaded once.
You know, Phil, for me, I just want to undersell my hand. I don't know if the way I do it any way I can because it's a heads-up pot. That's me. I'm sorry that that's
You just
me.
admitted it was bad etiquette. You want to retract?
I'm sorry if I bullied you. I'm sorry.
It's
I
not.
don't want to bully you. I'm
It's
sorry.
not.
I feel
Tony,
bad.
Look, no problem. Nice hand, man. I mean, you know, you showed your true colors, which is bad for you here.
Here comes flop number 2. 7, 5, 10. No help to Phil.
That's not
You really, I don't think you're the kind of guy that wants to show your true colors all the time.
Well, it's just your true colors can't escape you. You are who you are, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the way I am.
Turn number 2, ace of clubs.
Phil's not even holding a club, so no flush draw can save him. He's looking for one of the 2 remaining jacks.
River, another 5, and Tony G takes the second run.
Don't rush. Don't rush. We'll have to keep you in.
This is just agonizing to watch.
I want you to have a win. I want you to come back. Come back and show your fans that you're a great player.
Captain Hook doesn't really want to kill Peter Pan.
Flop number 3. Queen, queen, king, and Phil picks up some outs.
Ooh, now he needs a 10 and backdoor spades.
Well, that's actually better. There's 4 10s. There was only 3 jacks.
Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like the 10's out as well.
Even if Phil hits the 10, Tony can still make a full house.
Something. I mean, and then a backdoor flush.
No space gone.
I have a good feeling about this one, but the math is just so strong against. How can I get there?
Now you'll get there.
How can I get there?
You will. You will.
It's just too.
Everyone wants you to get there.
Turn 7, no help to Phil.
Okay, the last 10. 3 10s. You can take insurance too.
Got another needle from Tony.
Our final river, Phil's gonna need a 10. It's a jack.
Whoa, you got there!
That's not cool.
No, he didn't.
No. Sorry. I was just joking, Phil. Did you believe me again? Was
No,
that bad
I didn't
etiquette
believe you.
too?
So Tony, so look, you're loaning me 50,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I don't accept it.
Okay. No problem.
But good game, man.
All right, I'm sorry, Phil. I really am. I'm sorry. I think you should retire. I think it's over. I think you're not there anymore, Phil.
Great playing with you.
All right, thanks.
I think you should take your coach, get a tandem bike, and get the hell out of here.
This is awful. What Tony's doing is horrific.
I think it's bike time. You know it.
Good game, everybody.
Take your man, and you boys start driving the bike like this. You guys are outclassed. You don't belong in this level, Phil.
Can you believe he lied about his hand?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that in a high limit game in your life? Tell the truth.
It's extremely strong because it's something you would never do.
Have you ever seen someone lie about their hand when they say they're in the blind? Ever in your life? Tell the truth.
No, I've never.
It's horrible etiquette. That's how he has to beat me, lying about stuff? I mean, he's crossed a lot of lines. That's the worst one ever.
Even if I was going to excuse the angle shoot, Joe, the way Tony behaves when Phil has been felted literally made me want to throw up in my mouth.
When he goes, it's poker, Phil, I'm like, I think he knows. I think he knows he should not have done that.
More great moments just like that one every single week. Please, 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 please do not forget to comment, to like, and to subscribe to this channel.